It's Sid from Hunter and Chavy Investment again. Got another one for you. So now, spring is upon us in Massachusetts. We're going to open up the irrigation system. I had a professional close this off for the winter. So it looks like he's got this at basically in line with the pipe. Basically, it's free flowing here. So this is, the well is coming out of here, comes up the system. The backflow is here. What a backflow does, it prevents, you can see from the arrows, it tells you the flow of the water. So what it does is it prevents water from the ground, from the irrigation, from the sprinkler, going backwards into your house, because my house is a well water. So looks like the person that did my winterizing got this in line, which is kind of contrary to what I see on the internet. They say to put this at 45. Same goes here, and same goes with these check valves at 45 on both. So I don't know why he has it all kind of piped up to the air. Comment below, what do you guys think? I don't know if he did this thing correctly, but it should be like this from right here. Oh, yeah, it's snug. The guy on the internet had it like this, and this will be at 45 with a flathead. Yeah, let's check this thing out. All right, so let's put this the way it's supposed to be. And since we're here, we're gonna check on the backflow. My backflow is a Feb 007651. I don't know. Yeah, FEBCO, Febco 765 is my backflow model. It says it here, and it says right on top. So let's close this all off. Flathead. There we go. Close that off. Close that off. That's off. It's supposed to be a cap that goes on here, but it looks like over time it just fell apart. Yeah, whatever. So we're gonna basically 45 degree this, basically shut off the water to the house, to the valve. We'll stop everything. So use this. So basically that's off from the well to the irrigation. This ought to be off too. Same goes here and here. Let's take a look what's going on inside here. I am gonna, looks like there's no pressure in here because this was open. Let's double make sure, because when I opened up this backflow valve, there's some pressure in here. It's gonna bleed it out a little bit. Good, nothing there. Because the diaphragm's right here, so you got pressure coming in over here. If you kind of understand how a thermostat works, as it heats up, the diaphragm opens, but in this case, as pressure comes in, the diaphragm opens, but you won't allow flow going backwards. So the diaphragm sits here, so when we release pressure, we're releasing pressure for this part up here, but then we need to release pressure down here. But in the basement, this is actually off. I'll show you that later. It's actually currently off at the moment. So we're good there. Just take a quick inspection. The pipe looks good. Looks like oxidation. And open up this one too. Yeah, no pressure there. So we're safe to open this. Check it out. There's a nut on here and it's nylon, meaning any vibration won't make it come out. I'm just gonna inspect the diaphragm. Make sure everything looks good. See, it should be hand tight. If not, you can do a flathead through here type of deal. There we go. Just want to see what it looks like. It is dirty. I don't think it's that bad. Oh, what do you guys think? Here's the pin. Pin goes in here. This will act as a diaphragm. That's it. It moves around. The O-ring kind of seals everything in. You can see there's no pressure in here. Oh yeah, maybe we need to be replaced. It sits in like that. Like that there. Just like that. Speed. Need to be replaced though. Yeah. All right, let's put everything back the way we found it. Yeah. Go back the way you found it, and this should be hand tight. Don't mess up the thread now. There we go. Back in business. And it's normal when I bleed this thing out. You see some water spew out, and that's normal. Hand tight. That's good enough. Just a fancy cover. I guess it's just metal to prevent if water to spew out, it just kind of flows out that way. That's the 9-9 I was talking about. So it just hand tight. So anything with 9-9 bolt usually means so it doesn't vibrate out. Back. Snugged up. So keep these closed. Keep this closed until we bleed out to the sprinkler system. But we're going to open this one. Before that, let's go turn on the water from the well, and so it should stop right about here. So we're down in the basement. Here's the shutoff valve for my well, for the sprinkler system at least. That's just a drain if we need to take a sample or anything like that. So we're going to slowly crack this open. You know, anything with like water, and even when you see my other video how I replaced if you're new to the channel, I did replace a hot water tank, electric hot water tank, and how you're supposed to crack a little bit as water rushes in. Basically, you don't want to do is allow force to go into the piping, because this is copper piping. You know, I'm not a plumber. I'm not a licensed plumber. I'm just DIYing everything. Speaking of DIY, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get this subscribers up. I think we're up to 100. So we're gonna crack this open. Take a listen. So I don't hear it. Because I had opened this earlier without closing those valves out there. So you would, you know, slowly, incrementally let this go. So now this level, when it's up in line, the ball valve, that means it's open. When the ball valve goes this way, that means the hose for the ball valves are closed. So the ball valve is a ball, an actual metal ball in there, but its opening is this way when it's closed. But when you turn up right, top to bottom, then it's basically open. Okay, so let's open. Let's go outside now. We got. See what we're working with. Yeah, we're gonna slowly crack that open. Here we are, we're back to where we were. Our water should be in here now. So let's crack this open slowly. So, help, yeah. This is kind of hard to open, so I'm going to slowly crack it open. Listen for the sound, besides the birds chirping. Oh yeah, it sounded. So I can hear the water trickle into here. Because this pipe's already primed. Oh, there we go. And that's normal. Water coming out of here is actually normal. Once the diaphragm closes, it creates pressure to be good to go. You may need a new diaphragm. Lucky for you, bad for me. Let's see if it closes up. so it should have closed up by now. Obviously it's not. So we know it's the diaphragm that's in here that needs to be replaced. So we're going to shut this off. And order a new diaphragm. We'll check with my local Home Depot, Lowe's, see if they have such a thing. Again, the brand's right at the top there. We'll get it from there, and then I'll show you how to replace that. All right, we got all the parts. We got the bonnet, and we have the spring-loaded sealer down here, and they call this a retainer, spring retainer. You got, I want to say, all this from Amazon, $7, I don't know, $10. Here's the part numbers for the bonnet, and for the spring-loaded retainer, that number. And then for this plate, it's just a retainer. I think I found this one on Amazon. So just find a retainer, because mine is, this is broken. So I'm just gonna replace it. All right, let's put it together. Sorry, I'm sniffing because I just cut the grass. And I'm probably allergic to grass, who knows. So all this is off, this is all teed off, and this is teed off, so no pressure is going to build up in here. So you take out what it looks like and you just put it back the way you found it. Just remember how you found it. So this piece comes like this. This piece comes like that. And here's the retaining spring that I talked to you about. It's one of these retaining springs. Perfect match, right? Take this spring out. There's the pungy spring, and that's a word, pungy. Put the new one in. This one lines up perfectly with the old one. Looks good. Sorry guys. They say you put it back where you found it, how you found it. Punch your spring, put it back, insert carefully, make sure it's seated perfectly, which it is. Spring retainer. That's it. Yeah. Right. Could it be facing the other way? I don't think so, because it has to hold the spring in. Right. This holds the spring in one place, right there. That's what I would imagine. It has to be this way. Yeah, it's gotta be that way. New one. Oh, the old in with the new. So the new one comes with lube. So there it is right there. You want to use that. You kind of put it around the rubber gasket. Try and give it a nice seal. put it in jelly, maybe it is. So this piece comes as one. Let's compare it to our old one. It matches, right? Old, new. And it seems like the old one is missing the rubber gasket. See it right there? It's missing that one. Yeah, that's why it was leaking. Huh. Yeah, that was the problem. So, put some lube on there. What's that? Got a good seal here. Yeah. Just spring load it so you create a seal. See the gap? Make sure the seat are good. Close the bonnet. Alright, we'll crack this open slowly. And a little bit of water coming out is normal. So just cracked it slowly. You can hear it in there. There it is. So that's normal. You shall stop. I think. Not stopping. I wonder if I crack this one will help. That's what it's gonna have to do. This piece here to here. All right, stay tuned. I lost your gain. Okay, here's the Febco replacement I got from Walmart. Let's open this up. Like I said, Walmart, because they had the same thing on Amazon, but Walmart, you can get this in a couple of days, so I ordered from them. It's actually a little bit cheaper at Walmart. I want to say this was like 80 bucks. On Amazon it was like $100. So it's $20 difference. brand new. Same as the old one that's on there now. So here's your attachments. See how that closes it? As I turn this, opens it, close. Same here. Open, close. Here's the bonnet. So the whole piece is one. We'll just disconnect these two pieces and then put it together. All right. Keep all this, because remember I told you I thought it was this, but I think it's this whole piece, so I'm going to keep all this for parts, including the bonnet. Now, this has been soldered here and here, so imagine we'll have to loosen these up. Looks like this piece was soldered. And tighten this up, put some Teflon tape, and spin this in and reconnect it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this piece. I use it with a pipe cutter or a hacksaw, preferably pipe cutter that be in a straight line. Problem is it's very tight back here. So I'll try my best, but we'll see what happens. So we'll take one piece at a time and I'll reconnect this and I'll solder a new elbow. So let's take a look. I'm just gonna release some pressure just in case there's pressure in this line. There we go. Just gonna give this elbow a little bit of room to move. We'll see what happens here. So we'll put a new elbow on here. We'll solder a new elbow. I'll show you how to do that. And, we'll place the top. Good thing is this retracts back and forth between your house, so you have that room to move. The pipe cutter gives it a better, cleaner, straighter edge when it cuts the pipe. And believe it or not, this is just copper pipe, but okay, it's been oxidized, so it turned green. So as I'm trying to cut it, I am tightening it as it gets looser. Just doing this to show you how to save some money. So that's been cut. There you go. Let's move on to part 2. I'll take this piece apart. Using a monkey wrench or adjustable wrench, plumber's wrench, lefty loosey, so that way, so think of that way, that way. Pull this out, there we go. Careful, these are copper pipes, can't go too crazy. There we go. Bring it out. There you go. Get the new one and screw, kind of dry fit this to make sure it fits. Just a little water through there. Alright, so here's the game plan. This is the part that we had from Walmart. It's about 80 bucks. This is a anti-back pressure for, so no pressure can go back into your house. It destroys your, or contaminates your water source for your irrigation system. So I bought this from Walmart, about 80 bucks. Went and bought this from Lowe's. So this is a so I measured out that we needed 3.75 inches of piping, so that way we can get this action going like this. This will come over like this, but obviously this intermediate pipe will be this way, like that. Okay, there's an intermediate pipe here. So I want to dry fit it and see how the angle on that. I don't like the angle, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this part off a little bit. I'm gonna cut this part off a little bit right here, the intermediate pipe, and then that way it's not tilted as much. Like it's still too much. Probably take another 1/2 inch off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna solder all this together, pre-solder all this together. Brush, I'm gonna brush on my flux, and here's some lead plumbing solder. You try to keep it lead free because it is lead. Easy flow. How many gauges? This is a 3mm, is fine. You don't need much in that. Lead free select. Alright. So that's what I was talking about. So the pros use a thinning flux. Very easy to use. The other flux that comes with the kit, I don't really like it. I've been using this and I really like it. You gotta be fast though, okay? This comes with practice. Use your typical pipe cleaner. This is from, I think, Home Depot or something. HDX, Home Depot brand. So we're gonna clean the pipe. Like I said, once you scratch this up, it's not gonna slide in easily like this. You'll see. This part we're gonna clean, we're gonna put Teflon tape. We are gonna clean the inside of here. Get it nice and ready. Actually, no, we don't need to, because this is going to slide in like this. And this is going to go over like this. So we just need to clean the outside. Get it? Lead-free tinning flux. I recommend. You can get regular flux, but do what the professionals use. You just need a film. Just need a film. You don't need to go all crazy. Like I said, the more you put, it's going to be dripping all over the place. You don't need much. Just for giggles. You don't need it. So the more you put, the more it's going to be dripping. If anything. Alright, so we got that. So heat it up. And then put our goggles on. So key to it is just let it run in. As soon as you run in, assume it's sealed. Don't go too crazy putting excess amount where it's dripping out and it's caking up. Map gas. Here we go. So it's sealed pretty tight. You can see it's a great seal. So pro tip is not to touch it. Let it cool down. Let it create the seal. Say it's a good seal, I might add. Right. Good seal. Wherever you want the solder to run to, you need to have the heat where it goes. So if I want this solder to run up, I need to heat here. If I want the solder to run here, I need to put the heat here. So, make sense? The solder pulls in the lead. So I need to heat here to get this to go up. I need to heat here to get this to come down. Get it? Let's get it. Alright, so try to solder it. This all worked out fine and dandy. This was soldered perfectly here. Yeah, but this one was leaking. So to heat up, put it away. You know. Anyway, I'm just gonna use shark bite. I got this from Lowe's. Not just familiar with shark bite. What is it? Just snaps right into your pipe and locks in and creates a good seal. In the other video, I used it for my hot water tank. Comment below, that's a good idea to use it on a hot water tank. But it works, you know. This is 20 bucks. So what I have is a 1-inch shark bite. Goes in and locks in. But the thing with shark bite, you got to remember, you need at least 1 inch of the pipe to be in here to seal properly. So this is 20. And then need be, I need a shorter coupling, another one. This is probably another 10 bucks here. All right, let's get to work. So this is off. I mean, this is on. This is self-contained. It's all in here. This is off, so there should be no pressure here. So we're gonna use my pipe cutter. Yeah. So when I cut right here, it should be more than enough to get a shark bite to bite onto this. So that way we can create a good seal here. Let's do this. So we'll cut it right there. There should be water here, but not here because this is off. The shutoff valve is off. Good stuff. This one's leaking a little bit. Here where the Teflon is. See right there? I'm okay with that. I don't want to push the issue. Looks good there. Okay, there you have it, folks. Sprinkler is on. Well, if you like this tiny channel, you've gotten this far, don't forget to subscribe. Next time.